Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgie, so lovely to have you here. Welcome to day 2 of WELLMAS. WELLMAS is your wellbeing advent calendar full of tips and tricks to help get you through the festive period. So for day 2, I just wanted, before we dive into some wellbeing practices for the rest of the month, to have a quick chat about sometimes that isn't enough. Now, for many of us, we're just going to be feeling mild stress, mild anxiety perhaps during this time. One of the things that I come across quite a lot on social media, especially with yoga and wellbeing accounts, is how meditation, wellbeing, wellness, yoga, all of these things are, if you just have some crystals, or if you sage your room, or you do this or you do that, then you don't need Western medicine, or you don't need to go to the doctor. You don't need deeper psychiatric help. I'm here to tell you that's not the case. Yes, it is okay to not be okay. It's completely normal to have negative thoughts. It's completely normal to have anxiety. It's completely normal to get depressed. It's completely normal to feel all of those things. It's also completely normal to go and get help, to go get proper help. So I just want to take a moment before we dive into some of the nicer things to say that if these aren't helping you, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means you need a different type of help. I want to destigmatise talking about mental health and mental well-being, because for a long time in my own personal journey, and maybe I'll do a video on this in the future, if you are interested in learning more about my own personal journey with mental health and diagnosis and things like that, then please let me know in the comment section, and perhaps I will talk about that in the future. But coming back, one of the things when I first was really struggling was I thought, if I just did more yoga, if I just did more of these things, if I just did more meditation, more self-care, clearly I'm not doing it right. Clearly, because all of these people online would be like, oh, do this and you'll feel great. Oh, do that, you'll feel great. But what was going on with me needed, I needed doctors, and I needed help, and I needed psychiatric professionals. There is nothing wrong with having to go to the doctor. There is nothing wrong with having to speak to a counsellor or a therapist. There is nothing wrong with having to take some tablets. There's quite a lot of stigma around taking tablets in this section of the internet. I sometimes feel that, we shouldn't be putting chemicals in the body. We shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be doing that. And quite frankly, it's just not true. Sometimes you may have a mental health condition where, there are chemical imbalances within your own body, and the medication can help balance out those chemicals. Sometimes you may have symptoms, and medication can help the body deal and help the mind deal with those symptoms better. I was always quite reluctant to take tablets because I felt that it was just a plaster. So anytime I'd go to the doctor and they'd be like, oh, you're just depressed, have some tablets. I tried that, and I knew that wasn't the case, which is why I had to take it further. But at the same time, taking tablets can sometimes also just give you a little step up. Taking antidepressants sometimes can just help you chemically find the strength to do the things that are going to make you feel better in the long term. So these practices are long-term beneficials. Sometimes they have a short-term impact, yes, but if you have a long-term situation where you are someone with perhaps high-functioning anxiety, or you are someone who has repeated episodes of depression,
you may find some instant benefit from some of these practices, and you may find some long-term benefit from these practices. But if you need a little bit of extra help while you get there, please go speak to somebody, go get some help. Don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer because you feel that that's not a very spiritual way of solving the problem. There is a very big stigma around seeking help, pharmaceutically or medically, in the wellbeing community, and I just want to help break that down. Okay, everybody, a little bit of a weird one, but yeah, I'll see you for day 3.